Welcome, everyone, to Trend Talks Life. I am your host, Erin Tomie, and today we're talking to Senior Marketing Manager for the channel in Europe, Claudia Loche. Claudia, how are you doing today?
I'm very well. Thank you very much, Erin, for having me on your show.
Of course, very happy to have you. I would love to just start with you sharing a bit about your role here at Trend Micro.
Well, as you said, my journey started 15 years ago already, and it's always been channel marketing. This is the word or my responsibility. For people who don't know channel marketing, Trend Micro is a channel company. That means we sell our products through IT resellers or service providers. And the channel marketing has two strings. The one is that we promote our technology, our products to partners and potential partners and make them take our products into their portfolio. Then we need to keep them up to date. We need to enable them to sell our products. And the second string would be to work with these partners and to use their databases to reach out to customers and prospects to tell these about our products and sell further and generate leads together.
Well, you said it there in your answer. You have been at Trend for over 15 years, which is amazing. What have been a few highlights from you, if you can pick? I'm sure there are quite a few.
Yeah, Trend Micro is a global company, and this has brought me to many places, many beautiful places in the world through traveling through various events and meetings. Our highlight of the year is always the sales kickoff, where hundreds of trenders come together. And last time it was Orlando. And then you meet people from around 70 countries. So this is, Trend Micro has representatives in about 70 countries. And this is a very special energy in the room when it's busy and bustling, and to meet these people, to exchange, to talk to all these colleagues. And this is really the moment when I feel that this is a global team and a global company. The second, another big milestone for my memories of Trend Micro was only last year in spring, when I had the chance to attend Trend Micro Home Building program in the Philippines. In this program, Trend Micro works together with a non-profit organization in the Philippines to build houses for underprivileged families. And Trend Micro colleagues are able to go there for a week and really work on the building site, work hard, physically hard, but also to work with the people, to get to know these people, celebrate birthday parties with the children of the village. This was a long-lasting and a very special experience for me, which I will definitely never forget. And the other, when it comes to actually working, I think Trend Micro, a highlight of Trend Micro is the culture of trust and responsibility. I think that trust and responsibility are strongly connected together. And this is what you find, or I've always found with my managers, that I have been given the trust, but also the responsibility to do my work. But it's also on the other side that the doors are always open if you need help. But this is also a very special thing at Trend Micro, this working culture.
Well, Claudia, we're talking today specifically to focus on International Women's Day. So during the month of March, we are celebrating International Women's Day, which lands on March 8th in 2024. And the theme for this year's International Women's Day is Inspire Inclusion. Starting with Inspire, where or who do you draw inspiration from?
Erin, if I had to give you a name, it would be Michelle Obama. I just love her and what she does and her views on things. A very strong woman. But for me, I generally get inspired by people who do not stand still, who always develop themselves further, who try to elevate to the next level, who question the status quo. Because I think that standstill is not good for each individual person, but also for us as a society. It always needs people that push further and strive for the better. In particular, I get inspired by women who stand, strongly grounded with their 2 feet in their life, who know what they want, who manage their family, their work, maybe even their businesses all together. It's always or often challenging, and women often have to go the extra mile. I get inspired by women who set up their own business simply because this is outside of my life plan at the moment, and maybe also for the future, I don't know. But I admire their bravery and their power they put into this, their engagement to when they found their own businesses. And I get inspired by women who support other women, who stand in for each other.
No, I think that's lovely. And I would love to touch on what you said at the beginning of your response about finding inspiration with people who don't stand still. They're not afraid to challenge the status quo. And being at Trend for over 15 years, I'm sure you've experienced how quickly the cybersecurity industry can change. I'm sure it's very different from the way it was 15 years ago. And in turn, Trend, while the culture has, stayed pretty similar, Trend has changed so much in order to keep ahead of where the industry is going. And you're certainly not surrounded by anyone who stands still here at Trend.
Definitely not. Trend is always in, moving, and the technology is moving, the industry is moving, customer requirements are developing. When it comes to my job, marketing has developed greatly and has changed greatly, in particular in the last years. And also the channel, which is the other part of my responsibility. Channel ecosystem has changed drastically over the last years, and this is what makes my job so exciting. And even though it's 15 years in channel marketing, it was never boring for one day, and it's definitely not standstill.
Well, looking at the other half of the theme, which is inclusion, what does being inclusive mean to you, and how do you foster that environment on a daily basis?
Inclusion in an ideal world would be that everybody gets a seat at the table, that everybody gets heard and listened to, and that everybody gets the same chances. And we know this is not the case. I recently have joined Ready School for Digital Integration in Munich. This is as a volunteer teacher. The school offers free classes for computer knowledge and or programming language to people with migration background or to refugees. And I have a class of 11 students from Europe and from Africa, mostly female. And I'm now there to help them become more knowledgeable in computer science, and therefore have better chances to get in the work world and workspace and find a job.
Claudia, thank you so much for sharing these stories with me. It sounds like you've had a pretty incredible 15 years at Trend Micro, and I love especially your last point about starting really to give back in your own personal way and bringing that next generation into the fold and making sure that they're prepared to have that seat at the table that you spoke about. So thank you again for joining me on Trend Talks Life for celebrating International Women's Day, and I hope you have a wonderful month of March.
Thank you very much, Erin.